Hey, what's up? We've got a long video here. I ranted for quite some time about Call of Duty just now. I hope you enjoy it. Um, Let me know what you think about the video in the comments. As far as you get, I'd be surprised if you get far. But if you agree with anything, let me know. Also, let me know if you enjoy this long form sort of solo conversational content because I'm considering starting a podcast, and that won't be housed on this channel, but it will be housed on a separate channel that I'll promote on my social media and things like that. Just let me know and enjoy the video. Thanks. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Djstikboy. I've had a few adult beverages tonight, and I've just streamed a little bit of COD, and I've got another rant. And it's just a couple of things that are on my mind about COD that frustrate me still, despite the many updates that they have created. Now, obviously, I've ranted about COD before, and obviously, there's a lot of things that I think should change about COD. But the game just becomes so unplayable when you're an average player. Now, I'm an average player, so this might just be like me being not good at the game, but I think that there are things that are completely obvious that should change just out of like respect, not necessarily respect, but just out of like common sense for game balance and just overall enjoyment of the game. Now, tonight my buddies and we got on and we played for a couple hours. And I'll be honest, it wasn't enjoyable at all. I I didn't have fun at all. And this video is not necessarily to describe the stream that I had today that was abhorrent, but like I I just want to say there's still things that COD needs to change. And I guess this is what games are all about. Games need changes, and sometimes games won't change. And I'm really leaning towards Call of Duty will just not make changes that make their game better. They will just continue with the same. And here are my thoughts. I had a situation tonight where I was feeling the game. Things were going pretty well. And really, I hate RPGs. And I'll tell you why. The concept of an RPG being used inside is insanity to me. Being used as a noob tube, which I'll be honest with you, has been a problem with COD since the beginning. With the grenade launcher attachments on ARs from way back to the like original Modern Warfares. So I'm just curious why this is still like an aspect of the game. Okay, particularly with Warzone. Now, I understand that people need to get like Damascus and different skills and do different things in terms of like doing challenges for gun skins in multiplayer. That I understand entirely, right? Because that's what makes multiplayer unique and fun for the user is that there are different guns in the game that serve different purposes. Like you need an RPG to shoot down helicopters and various kill streaks in multiplayer, similar to like they do in Warzone. But why must it be only really used like on players? Like every time I'll be honest with you, I've hardly been killed by a fucking RPG in a vehicle. I have mostly been killed by an RPG inside of a building, in a hallway where a guy is holding my push, and when I push up, like you should in a battle royale, like, I got a player down, maybe I should push up. I think, they're down a player, I think I can take these guys, right? And then it's just like then just a fucking rocket comes out of nowhere and kills me. And there's nothing you can do about it. And even though it's public matches, I'm not competing for money. Okay? I think that it makes the game just like it changes the whole vibe. I've got a good game going and then it's ruined by a guy with an RPG that's shooting it inside. Okay? What is the obvious solution? The obvious solution is, in Warzone, not multiplayer, in Warzone, you should only be able to lock on to vehicles or helicopters. That's it. And they should be banned from loadouts. Simple as that. Because when people just choose to take the rocket, even though they have less like ammunition now with some of the updates from previous seasons, it doesn't matter. There's infinite ammo in this game. There's infinite everything. You can have everything you could possibly need for every possible weapon, which is a good thing. Which makes the game competitive and enjoyable for users. But that backfires when you have things like RPGs that can be shot inside. I hate that. I really hate that. I don't think that it's necessary for Warzone. I think that it's cool that it's in multiplayer. Same thing with riot shields. Now, riot shields are a different thing. Riot shields, they do take a particular level of skill to use in both multiplayer and in Warzone, right? But the problem with them is that the glass in the center doesn't break. And I believe that there's been a Call of Duty game in the past that if you rolled up with a riot shield, that glass would break. Right? So let's implement some other things so that, if you're all out of lethals, like I recently died just a riot shielder because I was all out of lethals. I didn't have any stuns. I didn't have anything really to get the angle because the guy's just playing with a riot shield. And there's no way to shoot through the fucking riot shield if he's fucking crouching in a goddamn corner and has these super long, fantastic forearms that get to just punch me out. Now, again, this could just be user error. I'm not denying that. I could be shit at the game. I'm not discounting that at all. It's just when in the particular reference I just had, I was playing in solos. So it wasn't like I had a full squad to be like, hey, buddy, can you just run around this guy just crouching in a hallway with this thing that won't let me shoot him? Like, it was just in solos. Just another thing that bothers me. It's like, hey, why is this in Warzone? I get why it's in multiplayer. Of course, you want to add dynamics into a game, into a multiplayer style game. You want to have items in the game where it's particularly challenging to do challenges with them in order to earn cooler skins and level up your character. I get it. But in Warzone, see, although Warzone is basically just one gigantic fucking multiplayer game, if your team can stay alive, battle royale style games do not abide by the same rules that multiplayer games do. They have different like they have different like basic skills, different mechanics, and these items continue to be a problem in these games. If you're an average player like me, if you go into a solos game, I 100% guarantee you that there will be a riot shielding guy at the end of your game. Why is that? Well, let's think about it. The riot shield is weirdly overpowered. Okay? It's not overpowered in that like there's no solution. It's overpowered situationally, just like the RPG. Right? So, isn't it just like, how about you get rid of them? Let's test getting rid of them. Let's test getting rid of them, right? Because, honestly, the test of getting rid of these items shows that you want to see how the player base responds, right? Fortnite did this, and honestly, some of the updates were awful. But what if you try something out and your player base enjoys it? Especially the Warzone people. There are people that just play multiplayer. Hey, keep playing with your riot shields in multiplayer. I don't care. I mean, I'm gonna talk shit if you're at shipment running around with an SMG and a riot shield on your back. Yeah, I'm gonna talk shit. Hey, part of the game. Part of the game in multiplayer. It shouldn't be part of the game in Warzone. And to further my point with things that I just have issues with, I can't begin. I've spoken about this before, and it's still an issue. Melees in this game are awful. Whoever developed the 3 punch to the body or the 2 punches to the head concept, bad, horrible. I don't understand why that's the case. I don't understand why a melee is that important, that strong. It doesn't make sense. The game is supposed to be about shooting people. Yeah, it's not like Apex Legends, for example, where you might have somebody low, you might have emptied an entire clip, right? Into somebody, like with an R99 or the new gun, the Volt. And you're within close proximity, so you punch them, right? To do that extra damage. Fine. How often does that happen in Warzone? I'll tell you, never. It never happens in Warzone. I've never shot at somebody and then finished it off with a melee. Just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen anywhere outside of the Gulag, which the Gulag is a fucking disaster. The Gulag is a disaster right now. Again, I'll tell you why. The Gulag is a disaster because either somebody in the Call of Duty dev team or somebody in their, I don't know, creative structure really enjoys these 2 horrible gulags. The 2 horrible gulags are the ones with pistols and shotguns, and the other one is with semi-automatic rifles, semi-automatic snipers, and snipers. It should be clear to this dev team and the people that are involved with the updates that this is a horrible idea. Not having just automatic guns in the Gulag. Okay? For a couple of reasons. One, I think it's a little bit more competitive. I think it's a little bit more at risk. And I know that devs don't have control over people camping in the back, right? Which is one of my qualms on my previous videos about the automatic weapons and about the snipers and stuff like that. Hey, fine. You can't control how the players play in the gulag. You can't. However, what is necessary for the gulag is that these shotguns are inconsistent in the gulag for whatever reason. The basic guns, there's no attachment. Like, just the run-of-the-mill guns are remarkably inconsistent. However, the automatic weapons are consistent. Okay? So, I think that, not because it favors me with the automatic weapons, it doesn't. I think that it's better for the community in general, because people will be trying to play better angles and actually be competitive with it, instead of just sitting around crouch walking and all this kind of stuff. You'll still have that, but it'll be significantly less, because you'll have confidence in the weapon and you'll actually have like a decent shot, right? Because, for one thing, the audio is so bad in this game and will never be fixed. At this point, I've completely given up on Warzone audio. They won't fix it. They won't change anything. They don't think that there's a problem for some reason. So, their other gulags, I think, would have much more significance if there was more clarified, clear audio in the game. And Warzone has had its periods of time where, like, the audio has been fine, and then it goes away, and then it's really bad, and I don't get that. And it's possibly something with the updating, the code changes the code. I get it. It's that part of it I don't understand, and I openly admit that. But all I'm saying is, this type of game requires so much attention that it's not receiving right now. And like I've said before, all they're doing is not balancing. They're not balancing guns. They're not balancing their game. Everything is expected. Everything is expected. Everything is expected with this game. Just like, oh, okay, couldn't hear this guy. Great. Now I'm dead because of a shotgun in the gulag. Great. Everybody's aware. I didn't hear this guy. I didn't hear this guy. I got killed by this overpowered weapon. I got killed by this overpowered weapon. Hey. They don't care about gun balance. They're not going to change the gun balance, because there will always be new guns that become overpowered. We see this with the R9-0, the new shotgun, which you'll be dominating the game for the next 2 months as a secondary weapon. We don't see them changing anything about RPGs to make players happier. We don't see anybody changing like anything about the gulag, or evaluating the gulag, or repurposing the gulag, anything like that. We won't see any changes. And it frustrates me. I've had some good times playing the game, but it's just annoying to me that, like, I jump into a game looking to have fun with my friends, and all I get is just sheer disappointment. And this is not necessarily a problem with the devs that created COD. This is a problem with just the game itself, and it comes from the players, and it comes from, first off, it's the most popular game on Twitch. It's the most popular game on Twitch. And frankly, everybody plays this game like they're in $1 million tournament. They play this game like it's $1 million tournament. People are camping, people are fucking, sitting on top of rooftops all the time, or they're fucking pushing and they've got these crazy guns. It's like, hey, like, is there... Have we lost what it's like? I mean, this is unrelated to COD, but have we lost what it's like for people to just, play a game and play against people of different skill levels? Like, the SBMM, I don't play against bots anymore. I play against people at my level or higher. Is this what we're stuck with? Just people that are just playing this game like it's a workout? Like they think that they're like the next top streamer or top gamer or whatever, and they're delusional. I don't know. But this game, Call of Duty Warzone, is really starting to become unplayable. And I'm not telling the community of people that play the game to chill. Hey, play casually. No. But because these tiny little things make up so much of a gaming experience, like overpowered weapons, rockets, the gulag, they make up they make up so much of the game, like a gamer experience, that it's just unenjoyable. And I think that the big streamers feel it. They may love the game. They may love and enjoy the game. But I'd love and enjoy a game if I was getting paid, $100,000 a fucking month to play it. I mean, I can't fault them for taking advantage of a very popular game. I'm not shit-talking them. I'm not. But it's just the reality. It's the reality. The average gamer is no longer the average gamer. The average gamer is just trying to play to get better. The average gamer is trying to, become something greater with video game. There's no casual fucking play anymore. At least there's no pub stomping. Like there's no there's no fucking point. There's no point to play the game. There's no point. And it's really sad. It's really sad. There's no fucking point to play the game because you have to play at such a level that requires so much attention and focus that it's no longer relaxing. It's no longer enjoyable. It's a fucking battle. And that's all that it is. Games now, especially FPS games, are becoming less and less fun. The genre is definitely not dying, but the games are certainly becoming less and less fun. And I see it. I feel like the community feels it. And when you have a company that refuses to change really anything at all about their game, it gets really annoying. And I will end this with this long conversation about I guess the future of Call of Duty, since we have Cold War coming out this year, at least the multiplayer, and potentially an additional map with Warzone. What I hope for is at least that the Cold War multiplayer will feel good and play well. I hope that even though it seems like they're going to do a Cold War map with respawns and shit, which is just fucking bullshit to me, I hope that they change something with Warzone. I really do. Because if their move is to just dominate the Battle Royale scene with their stuff, I get it. It's a business. They're trying to own it. They're trying to operate it. I get it. And they do it pretty well. But it could be better. And they have the resources to do better. And they're not. So my initial hope was that Black Ops Cold War would have their own Battle Royale with their own set of rules and their own set of mechanics. I don't think I'm going to get that wish. But I hope that I get that wish. Because I think that Modern Warfare's Warzone is going to be dead, and it's going to be dead very quickly. And that might be the intention of the devs, too. They have a very, very seasonal strategical dev team, meaning that they produce games every year that come out in November. So I'd anticipate that Warzone, it's not going to die, but it will be replaced by a different a different map. And if it's under the banner of Warzone and we still have all these overpowered weapons and there's no mechanical or like any differences with the game, I don't foresee anything good coming from that. I don't. So, well, I think that's it. I think I got a lot off my chest here. I hope you could track with me on this at least a little bit. I know this video is long, but I'll end this with like and comment what you think at the bottom of this video. Comment on it. Let me know what you think about Warzone. Let me know what you think about the current state. And feel free to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. The links will be in the description below here. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know if you like this content, if you like the rants. I am currently considering starting a podcast, so if you like this sort of long form video, I will continue to produce them, but just on a separate, I think on a separate channel. So yeah, I if you got all the way here, thank you for watching. You're really awesome for doing so, and yeah, you really are. You're awesome. All right. Like, subscribe, comment, follow the socials. Love you. Peace.